Jerry Coleman would not let you call him a hero, and he would not let you call him a role model, and he would not let you call him and his contemporaries any of that greatest generation nonsense. Anytime we're threatened in this country, he said, they gave our troops still abroad, there are people that come to the aid. That's why I think that every generation, in my opinion, is the greatest generation. And the hero stuff, he said, we were scared just like everyone. We weren't heroes. The only heroes I know are dead. Jerry Coleman helped win 6 World Series and 1 World War. And he's in the Baseball Hall of Fame and the International Aerospace Hall of Fame. And he received 1 Rookie of the Year award, but 2 Distinguished Flying Crosses, and an American Campaign Medal, and a World War II Victory Medal, and an Asiatic Pacific Campaign Medal, and a Korean Service Medal, and a Philippine Liberation Medal, and a UN Service Medal, and a National Defense Service Medal, and the U.S. Military Air Medal. 13 U.S. Military Air Medals. Somehow you don't know, Jerry Coleman was a Marine pilot in World War II and then again in Korea. He spent 11 years as an infielder with the Yankees, 3 years in their front office, 10 years as one of their announcers, and then 42 seasons as the voice of the San Diego Padres. And yesterday, at the age of 89, he died, about a month after a fall in his home. And the baseball world is living a waking nightmare today because Jerry Coleman was as beloved as anybody in the game. And please don't be misled by how he died. This was not a frail old man lost to the inevitable ravages of time. Jerry Coleman got up at 5 o'clock every morning to walk his dog for an hour. And he sprinted around baseball clubhouses to record interviews. And he had time for everybody. And he knew every player and every minor league prospect and every politician. In short, he knew everybody. And in the wake of the death of a great man, it is kind of unseemly to get angry. But the number of obituaries that have emphasized his malaprops about Randy Jones and his Karl Marx hairdo, or how Johnny Grubb slid into second with a stand-up double, or how Rich Folkers was throwing up in the bullpen, this offends me. The longest list of these I've seen has 120 of them, and they're outstanding. But I'll probably make 120 mistakes this year, and I have a script. And Jerry Coleman broadcast baseball games for 52 seasons. And for 17 years, he did the National League Championship Series for CBS Radio. They didn't use him because he worked cheap. This was a crisp, effective, accurate, self-deprecating, down-to-earth, and most importantly, enthusiastic baseball play-by-play man. He loved it, and he could translate his love for it to his listeners, like me. In 2005, Jerry came back east to receive the Ford Frick Broadcasting Award at the Baseball Hall of Fame induction, and thus he could also attend his first Yankees Old Timers Day in decades. After the 2-inning Old Timers game, he came up to me, and as if I didn't know who he was, he introduced himself. "Let me ask you a question," he said. "Why is my favorite newscaster doing the public address announcing at a ball game?" I explained I had had something of a background in TV sports. "I never watched that," he said, "only baseball." I said that maybe he might have seen me when I did the sports news in Los Angeles in the 80s because they also showed us on cable in San Diego. "Nope, I always turn off the news when the sports guy comes on." I finally said, "Well, I've known you for 38 years. Now Jerry was really confused. I explained that I had become a baseball fan when I was 8 years old, and the Yankees announcers then were Phil Rizzuto, Joe Garagiola, and Jerry Coleman, and that they not only brought out my love for the game, but they were my earliest role models in broadcasting. That's when I first got to hear, in person, the first of many times, I'm happy to say, Jerry Coleman's marvelous laugh. Role models? I see you found better role models later on." Actually, I didn't. Jerry Coleman was 89 years old. I wish he were here to yell at me for saying this, but he was a role model. And he was a hero.
Man, you can hang a star on that one.